Good morning. We're already late. Wasn't because of me. That's because of DC. 100%. So everyone's hit that snooze button too many times. Mark was out in front, so we had to do like a loop around this deal. DC was still blocking it. We had to back out. That's how bad it was. The sucker just find him so quick, it don't matter. It's like I smell him out. Hey, have you ever heard that before? Actually, legitimately, like bluegill, when guys smell them. You ever heard that?
No way.
Yeah, they're like around here. In the water. Mark swears up and down about it. I mean, it might be true. I don't know, but
You better have one heck of a sniffer.
I wanted to know because I thought I was pretty good, but I said, "Dang, I ain't that good." I mean, truthfully, it's like Mark swears, like that boy hitting demo, maybe like I don't know. I'm not big on that bluegill spawn move, but I mean, if it gets to there like a foot of water, if there's 1,000, I might have a chance of it. I don't know. I doubt it, but just get it in. I'll leave that one alone. You guys comment, let me know if you ever smell the bluegill in the water while you're swimming around. Can you or can you not smell bluegill when like in the water and they're spawning?
People say you can. I cannot, but a lot of people swear to God you can smell them.
A lot of people swear. A lot of people. So we talking about like 2, 3, 4 like family members? We talking like thousands of people?
Even like Justin Martin, he swear to God he can smell them. My boy Daryl swears he can smell them. Dude, I fish for brim all the time, bro. Like I'm looking for them.
You know what I do? You know what I do? I scope them.
Exactly,
I can sure as hell do that.
Hey, you put that box on them, they can't run. That's for sure, bro.
Hey, those sniffers are good.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'll be honest, man. I need to be in a boat with somebody as they're smelling them.
I've smelled the crickets that you buy. I smelled the thing.
Exactly.
I smelled that. Unless they got like
worms,
whatever. But I hate smell. I'm not smelling the blue. I smell it when I put them in the live well.
Yeah. I smell them when I clean them. They stink, man.
Yeah, my
Dude, I'm the same way, bro.
That's I literally brought that up in the video. All right, well, so it's possible. We're gonna find out. That's the question of the day. Can you smell bluegill when they're?
That's the question of the day. Yeah, man. Hey, that's the question of the day. People.
I want to know on YouTube. I mean, I listen. I'm not saying it's not possible.
I got a video titled "Can You Smell Them?"
Do you? What do people say?
Yeah, a lot of people. That's what I'm telling you. So like my boy Daryl, Arkansas, you can smell it, And I'm like, man, I don't know. So we was talking about that while we were fishing for brim in the video. And so I was asking people to comment and let me know. And a lot of people said they can smell them.
Okay. They must not got COVID because
they must. Hey, listen,
I can't smell nothing anyway. So it's like, probably it's probably what happened. That's probably a factual thing, scenario. Like, law of averages, if you got COVID at least once, if not 2 or 3 times, you probably can't smell that good.
Right. I didn't get COVID.
Can't smell bluegill.
Well, that's a good point. Dang, Nick, you never got COVID?
No.
Nick never got COVID.
Yeah, never got none.
He's winning at life.
Go, son.
Facts. All right, I'm going to get some ice. I'm going to get some ice and call this thing good.
All right, man.
Bet. I'll see you. Later. I feel like I wouldn't have appreciated that if I was like not standing here, just like, man, it's like, welcome back to Stucky Lake. Try to fill that. Bashed me. Not saying they are, but they sort of looked like it. Got him. First bite. Freeloader. Right there at it. Right there at Torval. This week they got to be a pound and a half. That fish right there is about £1.40. Non-squirrel. Let me mark that. Only yeah, I did. I marked it. Okay. Alright, we're good. I thought there was quite a few there. It looked pretty good actually. We'll get the heck out of here if there's more there, but can't really tell. Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely more there. Smallmouth. Oh yeah, that's a good little pop. Let's get moving. Let's get to moving a little bit. Big old small jaws. There's a boat right there coming too. Alright, come on. Gotta get up out of here. There's Mr. Smallmouth. That's what Kentucky Lake is known for right there right now. I want to stop on a place. Okay. That is what Kentucky Lake is known for. 2 3/4 pound smallmouth right now. 3-pounders. All right, let's go. Good place right there. I was like, man, that looks like pretty much like bass to me. Look at that. Yep, there's a few there. Okay. Well, we found one place. That's good. It's not bad. Got another bass in here. They live here. They live. Oh, I don't even care. I'm not going to. Let's see where we're at here. Alright. I'm going to stop right here. Like, we're 100% bass. 109%. I see him right there crawling on the bottom. Yep, there he is. Smallmouth. Smallmouth, okay. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Another bass. Let's go, baby! Love it, man. I love it. Now, those fish are not sneaky by any means, so it's not like I feel great about it, but there's definitely a few there. Okay, so there are some bass out here. Big old small jaws out here. Come here. Come here. Come here, please. Come here, please. Dang, smallmouth, dude. That's crazy. Well, it's 3.5. 3.5 pounds small. God, he's got the bass. All right. Okay, let's keep moving. Keep checking stuff out deep. 3 places. That was some more Main River stuff too. So, I mean, they're not about a secondary place, more Main River. Now we got to keep moving. So the one thing I don't really like right now is there's just a lot of boats in this area. So typically when I'm trying to find groups of fish, I try to get away from those. And just because the more boats you have in an area, the more likely that everything will be found. And so you can have offshore places to yourself in a Tennessee River type of a tournament. You just put yourself in a better position to have a good event, because you could graph all this stuff and then literally come the tournament, you get a bad boat draw and you can't get on anything. So it's a bad scenario typically to do that. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing. I did think I found one, maybe two groups that I saw some fish, but again, it's really difficult to say for sure because you just don't really know, like, if, you know, those fish are carp or what they are until you make a cast on them. You know, it's just, of course, if I've caught them on a place before, it would be a different scenario. A lot of these places I'm just graphing completely new areas that I've not necessarily fished ever in a tournament. Probably a couple fish right there. I don't know if that was them or not, but there's one. Got one, boys. These fish are like scattered out big time. Largemouth. Nice largemouth. Heck yeah. Little largemouths. Yeah, oh gosh, there's a whole bunch of them there. God damn, a whole bunch of them there, bro. Gosh. It's good to know. It's good to know. Smallmouth, gosh dang, that's cool. That's cool, there's a whole bunch of smallmouth in there. I mean, I'm definitely, that's a damn hammer hole right there. Hammer hole, let's roll. It's a good place. That was a good place right there. Several boats were, well, they'll find that. It's a pretty obvious place. It's got a lot of good fish in it. There's a pretty solid pod of them right there. I wasn't going to graph this place, but that point right there has a lot of really good meaning. And it's just the point that my dad caught a 6.5 pound largemouth on down here. One of the biggest bass I've seen earlier on in my career caught. I think I was 14 years old, caught it cranking, so it's cool to say, you know, you gotta check in on big largemouth Larry. So wanted to graph this place just for pops. You know, passed away earlier this year, and so we're trying to win him one this year. So keep it going, but it's cool to reminisce, you know. Pretty dang cool. All right. Midday update. We have caught, we found like 7, 8 schools maybe. I'm really having a hard time counting what I want to say is actual school, right? You know, a school of fish is like, is that 3 fish, is that 6 fish, is that 10 fish? So, not like anything crazy, but being consistent. Just slowly taking my time, trying to find those groups of fish that I feel like should be out here. I mean, I missed one actually a little bit, like I just missed it, and I ended up graphing over it and actually saw them on forward and made the cast. I didn't see them on side. So it's easy to do, that's for sure. It's like you can miss a place so easily by just a couple feet, just outside of your range, and then, you know, that's the winning spot or one of the winning places you could add. So not a bad start, but we got to continue. I think if I can find 15 places by the end of the day, that'll be money. But that's obviously a giant zone, so 15 places is the goal. him up, baby. Got me one on DT. Hell yeah. I mean, it's a long way down here to fish this place. How do they look like? DT16, 2.5 pound large now. There he is. Crank, baby. Small jaws. I mean, choking it too. I'm gonna have to sit here and see what we can catch off this place. There he is. Oh, that's a good one. Smallmouth for sure. This place is freaking got some largemouth. Nice one. It's cool. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Nice 3-pounder. Last cast. Man, that was a bad cast, but we still might roll. There he is. Alright, well, done. Last one right here. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Caught 5 on our dang DT16. Grinding, son. Grinding. Idling. I mean, I feel like I'm not. I mean, listen, I knew I was gonna do this all day. You just gotta figure it out. This is basically all we've done all day long. So just absolutely idling and idling and idling. I found like maybe like 7 to 10 places. I really don't know. A couple of them didn't make any casts on, so I don't really know if they're them. Other places I did. It's not, yeah, you grind. I mean, just grind. And I'm 40 miles between, I mean, like, I got a lot of places all spread out. So I'd like to find, I mean, I sort of feel like I have an understanding of the congregation of like where I need to focus at. I'm trying to find another place. I feel like down towards basically our lower Paris area, there's less places right now for whatever reason. At least I haven't found them. But if you find 6 or 7 places down here, I feel like you'll have them yourself. Where I feel like up the way, or down the way technically, up north, down north, it's where it's downriver, but it's up. Yeah. So basically that is the dilemma. And I like fishing by myself if I can. And I found a couple places that might have some good ones. I'm not checked everything I know. I found 2 places I'd never seen a spool bass on, so it's cool to see that. You just keep on going. It just go, and all of a sudden, tic tacs. It is a lot of like, I mean, a lot of mental work of like analyzing how and why they're set up in certain scenarios. No bueno right now. We've not caught them. God, almighty, I'd like to find one more place. One more. Trip that we took today. We ran 139 miles. Jeez. I mean, just straight up put some time in. 139 miles. We just idled our butts off, so lots and lots and lots of idling. Looking for those groups of fish. Hey, boy's tired, man. Tired. 0 gallons left is what it says. 139 miles.
Oh my god.
139 miles. And 139. Gosh, oh. Okay, so in our rules, we're only allowed to have 2 forms of forward-facing sonar. That includes 360. So I had 360 on my boat at the beginning of the season. You guys saw that probably. Some of you probably saw that in the walkthrough video. And this is like the perfect example of why I'll run 360 is because the fish are towards the bottom. And even though it's one period, it might be a deal where you can't even see them on forward sometimes. So you might graph over them. If you see them on 360, you're obviously just that much more efficient in the tournament. So the reason why I'm putting it on there right now is because I want to make sure it's pretty dialed in. So that way when the tournament starts, I have my references right, feel pretty good about it, all that good stuff. So take off the Lowrance, what do they call it, Scout mode. Which actually surprised me. I've run Garmin, the Lowrance Scout mode with the new update is actually really good. Like, I mean, to me, I'd rather run this. I mean, you're better off running the same kind of unit just all the way around if I can. So I try to run more Lowrance stuff because I just like the processing and the way it works. So, well, we're late. Well, it's not there yet. Well, we're a little bit behind schedule today. Sun's coming up. We're not out there on the water. Not too bad, man. It's just feels good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. Like even some of the memories, man. It's cool to be back around this area. It's definitely one to me that has made a huge impact in my career. So it's just cool to see the lake. I'm not gonna say it's back to what it's the best it's ever been, but it's good. It's a solid fishery that makes it fun, you know. Makes it a lot of fun to be able to see that. Also just great for the people around here. I'm sure the catfish population, dummy. You want to go catfishing, you go ripping them. God, everywhere. It was a solid day yesterday. It wasn't easy by any means, but we got to get back out here. The goal today is just to go have fun and find some sneaky places. I'm gonna probably graph for some obvious stuff first thing, and then start to really lock in. I got a couple places I need to go graph. Some history places that I've caught them in the past on, and then I get that out of my mind, and then really start locking in and trying to find really looking for those fish. You get in the zone and you graph everything from 20 foot to 10 foot, and then you try to find a place. That's what the goal is. Got to find them. If not, you hit these rumble strips. I always hate that in the middle. I get it. Like, I guess if you're driving, you're sleeping. I mean, if you're already over that and it's a 2-lane road, it's not looking good for you and it's head-on traffic. I mean, it's just not. Like, I mean, it's...
Better rumble your ass.
Buddy, I don't know. You better just take off in the woods somewhere, because I mean, that's bad. I mean, it is. Think about it. Like, rumble strips on the double yellow line. Like... I mean, I get it if you're just not paying attention. I mean, that's probably what it is. I mean, if you're just not paying attention to somebody on their cell phone or something, and they look up, oh, shoot. I mean, that actually is factual. But if you're sleeping, you're going to, well, I guess it would wake you up. So it's like it might wake you up. So you wake you up, and then you don't go in the trees. It's just if they're head-on traffic, the exact time you're doing it's
18-wheeler, rumble.
Yeah,
grab.
let's just stay positive this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Let's leave that alone. And we're back on the water. That's all it's going to be all day. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more informative today. Hopefully find something to be informative on. That's the plan. Cold brew.
Sport coffee.
Sport coffee, son. Gotta get on it.
What's he talking about?
It's actually pretty solid. It's a good, let's see here. We hit Sport Coffee, Throne Sports Coffee. Check them out. But outside chance. Little place, little rise. Nice. It's pretty. No dice. Let's keep on going. It's grinding. 3 places I said. Goal is today was 3. We've not found 3, so gotta keep going. Molly. Go to their bath. Hey, we're just not connected with them yet. Up on. Just right out of school, too. I don't even know if we caught our first score with this dog. Not even a score. That looks like what he's known for anyway. That's what they're known for. It's a 2 3/4 anyway. 2.5. 2.5 pound smallmouth. That's what's changed out here. A lot more smallmouth than there used to be. Good to see. Found a little pod of them. Didn't really draft those fish real well. Just pulled up. Started fishing around. Well, I mean, I grabbed them a little bit, but they get pressure. I don't think you can catch those. I don't think I can catch these fish on anything but like forward though. They're, I mean, you're not saying you couldn't drag around, but it'd be a dang nightmare maybe. I just don't think they're just. Who knows? Who knows? have not really had anything going on for the last little bit. Grinding to try to find a few places, but have found nothing. Zero. Nada. That's how it goes. You just got to keep grinding. I mean, this is a mental game. You have to keep your mind in it just as much as anything else. Mentally, like you're just constantly processing information, wind, wave, current, it's all part of the game. Nice, Molly. Here. There you go. Beautiful fish. Beautiful 3+ pound smallmouth from here in Kentucky Lake. Freeloader fish. All right, we're gonna let this fish go. Thank you. Oh, you got back in the water. There you go, you dirty dog. You done it. You did it for yourself. Come on. Definitely not a catfish. So we'll go now. DT16, baby. All right, I'll show you. There you go. All right, that's what you want to see. Big group, solid fish. And I found her. That's right. Oh, last bit of practice has been definitely good. Sun's going down. We got about another hour of daylight, maybe about 45 minutes. It's been pretty good last bit. We've actually, I feel like, whew, taking a deep breath. I feel like we've really maximized the bit. I don't know, we caught, I don't know how many found today, but probably 10 places. So this morning was this afternoon felt pretty good. But again, like you still know what everybody's fishing. Stinks, I'm like, yeah. Dang, like I don't really have, I mean, I like it where I'm at. Like, I don't feel like I have to go run anywhere in particular. I definitely think there's some places that I would like to spend a lot of my time. So we're just trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to find a sneaky place. I'm trying to find one more place, like one or two more places, a sneakier place. At this point, and I'm hoping that I can catch them fast enough, maybe that I can get a full day of practice and of graphing. That's gonna be the key, is if you can stomp them and then you have another full day to go graph. Ideally, we don't have a camera. Gosh. See, the problem with the camera is this: you expose where they're at, and then local pressure could possibly impact. It's something we don't talk, we talk about a little bit, but it's just trying to keep things under wraps is a big part of this deal. Like, you're just trying to, it's a 4-day event. It's not a cumulative. So it's playing the game, and you just don't know. Everybody has. Is the tough part about it. Is like, you don't know if it's like, okay, hey, there's several people have the same places, so you just gotta, you figure it out in the tournament. The good thing that I'm seeing right now is I'm not seeing a ton of boats out offshore heavily graphing. I've seen a few, but nothing crazy. So it makes me think there's an outside chance that you might be able to have a couple places to yourself. At least those smaller groups. Keep graphing. We'll hear full practice update from the boys in a bit. Okay, so we just got up, bringing tackle. It is freezing in our basement. It is like literally wintertime there. Come outside, it's like we're in a different hemisphere. We're in Antarctica right now. It's freaking cold, Jack. Anyway, so we got out here. Most of our rods rigged up. I feel like I probably got, you guys know me, I got 30 rods rigged up. Don't need that many, but I just feel like, okay. I might even take some rods out. We'll see. But right now, trying a couple more 3 knots. I think this tournament's going to be more of like an old school Kentucky Lake tournament. I think there's an outside chance it's going to be, you know, you're going to see your DTs, you're going to see stuff like that be a major player. I think that's going to be a player. Scroungers, jigs, freeloaders will still play, of course. I mean, it's going to be, it should be pretty solid. So I don't think they're not everywhere. Like, so like a typical Kentucky Lake this time of year, there's going to be, like back in the heyday, there's probably going to be, in the zone we're fishing, probably 60 places they're out. And right now there's probably like, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure there's probably 70 places they're out, 80 places they're out. Right now I'm sure there's probably only like 30. I mean, that's not counting everything that I know. I mean, that's counting everything I don't know, right? 30, 35, 40. So say there's 60 normally in like a really good time frame. Now there's 40. Yeah, so it's like 2/3 of the way back, I feel like. Now, maybe not the population like everywhere, but 2/3 of like, it's 60-some% back, right? 66% back. It's getting there, and if we can, I think the big key is, I'm gonna be honest with you, we gotta have some good spawns. Hopefully, like the grass comes back, because we're not even fishing below Paris. Paris to New Johnsonville, it could be really good, like not grass, but like populations could start coming up. And then last but not least, they gotta make sure they don't have a lot of tournaments this time of year from the standpoint of like putting them in the box, because it's so hard on the population, like when the big ones, right? So taking care of fish care is really, really important. And so when you have like 300 boat, 200, 300 boat tournaments, there was some big tournaments back in the day that I think did ultimately, this is probably not a popular opinion, that definitely negatively impacted overall health of the fishery. And so fish care is so important when we're putting them in our live wells, making sure that we have ice. Like, look, if you're gonna spend all this money on tackle and boats and all this stuff, bring 2, 3 25-pound bags of ice, take all your tackle out of there, and take care of the fish. I mean, I know we're trying to win a couple $100 or $1,000 in a tournament, but we gotta think of ways. I feel like, truthfully, you're seeing it in like things changing in the sport, where a catchway release, like, this is not negatively impacting this fishery. All of us going out there, right? We're not relocating fish. There's no release areas. And if we can ever figure out long term how to do that, even if it's 5 fish catchway release, I feel like that is the future. And I think that's going to be really important long term for this fishery and others around the country as we get better at targeting bass. Those fish are not going to, those sneaky places that now people are fishing on a regular basis, they don't make those places every day, and every community hole and everything. So we have to take care of fish that we have, and I think this is, that all being said, Kentucky Lake is working its way back to where it's at. And I think we're going to see glimpses of that this week. Restructuring my rods right now. Got a lot of them out. Let me put that. That's fine. Have enough places to get away. You're going this way. All right, guys, we just got done here at High Tech Marine. Shout out to them. And now we gotta head to the meeting, and we'll get the final wrap up from the guys later this evening here in a bit. All right, over under bet is officially time.
Is there $100 on this too?
$2,000 a piece.
It's actually $5 grand.
The only chance I'm getting paid this week is if we do these side bets, because I ain't gonna get.
All right, so Adrian, you're the man.
No, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, you are. You're the man.
For what?
For like
check or
cut weight? Oh, I don't know. Cut weight. 20th cut. Top 20 cut. Mark's
going through it.
Hey, but he wasn't a punk. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a punk.
47.5 pounds.
47.5 pounds is what the cut weight. 47.5.
No, I ain't doing it. 47.5 pounds.
That's your gut.
I ain't doing it. Are we betting money? I don't want to bet no money.
This is the first time this guy's ever said
I didn't jive this week.
He goes, it's the first time I've ever heard Adrian, I don't want to bet no money. This is literally the first time. Okay. I swear.
47.5 pounds.
47.
Gentleman's bet.
It's over under. So now it's like we get to pick over under.
All right, but there's no money involved.
There's $100. No, it's all right, $10. $10. All right. Over under 47.5. BC. First, over under 47.5 top 20 cut. 20th place.
What was that? 23 a day? 23 and a half a day?
23 and 3/4 a day. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna say over.
You said over for 2 days?
47.5.
Okay, 47.5 for 2 days. Over.
23 and 3/4.
Over.
Yeah.
And there's a small mouth factor.
Yeah.
Because if it was only a large mouth factor, I would say less.
All right, I'm gonna say over.
I'm gonna say over.
All 3 over.
I just lost $30. Now I only get $70.
Because if a guy pulls up on like one place, like, but I don't know if 20 guys are gonna do that throughout the deal. I think there's gonna be some guys that catch him just going to the bank and stuff too, but I think it's gonna be like 35 pounds, 40 pounds, 35 pounds to get paid in this tournament. We stop right in our practices. These guys lie.
Well,
No,
what I
let's
think.
let's rate it for real.
Practice.
I want to
I
hear what
think-
you're gonna say.
No, well, I think.
No, I honestly want to hear what you're gonna say.
I think he'll
So for a
make
guy
the
that
knockout
finds
round cut
26
in the
schools of
first
bass,
period
I want to
tomorrow
know what
morning.
he's gonna say his practices.
I do not. No.
The
No.
first period tomorrow morning, he'll be leading with 55 pounds.
All right, listen.
Then he can idle for a day and a half.
All right, listen.
What a blessing to have.
Listen. All right.
I'm not gonna.
Listen. I want you to look at that camera and just remember, you're talking to every single one of your followers right now. And I want you to blatantly freaking lie to those people that are watching. These people are here support you, and you're gonna lie to them.
I ain't
You
say
found
nothing.
26 schools of bass in Kentucky. Like, rate your practice.
He killing me. I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
so if you got a 60 on a
I
freaking math
see-
test,
see-
you failed.
So no.
So you had a failing practice.
No. So above. Okay, you have to understand this. So like straight up, I don't rate a practice really high unless I have a win. Like I have a chance to win, right? I don't think I have a chance to win this tournament right now. The only chance I have to win this tournament, or even to make the, like I could potentially, if everything goes right tomorrow, I could make the cut. If everything goes right in 2 days, I might get the cut. But also, you can roll up and everybody's on stuff, and you just don't know an Oxforder. You can literally like think you're going to be on stuff, and you just can't get on stuff, and all of a sudden, you're in last place. I bet I've done that before. One time I had 38 places on Pickwick, and I never got on place the whole dang day. I had 2 bass. I don't think it's gonna be like that. It's not as many
Like in
boats.
the tournament was done and you had 2 bass.
The first.
You had 2 bass.
I had 2 bass the first day.
Wow.
I did. We'll see.
You found 20 places. Bruh, you'd be on cloud 9 or what? Cartwheel. I didn't even know there was 20 schools on Kentucky Lake.
They're not. There's like 20 pods.
So what people don't realize, like we had the opportunity to fish this place in the heyday.
Yeah.
And in the heyday, Kentucky Lake, you didn't stop unless there was 20 bass there. There's very minimal tournament research over the last 4 years since the carp really got in here. So like we know that it's progressively getting better and better because the carp are kind of getting out of here, you know, and there's more bass driving over here. But like for me, I spent my first day of practice and I didn't hardly make a cast on any places because I didn't find any big groups. And looking back, I wish I wasn't looking for the bigger groups. I wish I was trying to find what you guys are calling pods because, you know, that's what I think is happening right now. Like, I don't think there are a ton of big schools like there used to be or like there once was. I mean, it's all smaller stuff, you know? So, for me, I found 3 places. You can have a good tournament off of 3 places if you have them to yourself. But the likelihood of that happening are very slim.
Only other place would be like largemouth schools, like up north, in the grass. If you had like 50 largemouth schools in the grass and you had every fish count tournament, that's when you rate it 10. Like, bro, I'm about to smash.
Well, I'm going to say this before we close out this
Sorry,
segment.
this is like literally a podcast.
All right, so this segment right here, we're going to close it out with this. I will say this about Jacob. I consider him one of the best ledge fishermen in the whole world, okay? And I've said this about grass fishermen. I feel like some of these grass fishermen, like their mom, they walked down there as a baby, and they just birthed them right there in a grass bed. They were just birthed right there in a grass bed. You know what I mean? They grew up straight out of the womb. And
They was on a ledge.
they were literally. I think your family took you out there in a pontoon on one of them drops.
On them legs.
And they fired up one of them little ranches or birds or you name it. And instead of them looking at like the doctor looking at that, he said, "They dinged up right here. Let's go ahead and have him." Boom!
Right here.
Right on top of a big school. Man was birthed on top of schools.
I love it.
Oh,
that's
my
hella
gosh.
funny,
Hey,
bro.
that's, I mean, you know.
That's pretty good.
He was birthed on them drops out there.
All them drops.
He was out there.
All them legs.
He was ready to get on them drops.
I was birthed out there on the TVA.
They were running like 50,000. They were blowing up all places. They were coming up schooling right there in front of the pontoon boat, and he's like,
It's a job, Bo, but you know. All right, on that note, we got to close this thing out. It's too late. We will see you guys in the tournament vlog. We'll see how this all plans out. These guys have a lot of confidence. Obviously, we're unsure. We'll check back in here soon. Tomorrow morning, bright and early. We out.